Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Kellel Ware scores 26 points for Miami Heat in NBA Summer League. Kellel Ware is off to a good start with the Miami Heat in NBA Summer League action. After scoring 12 points in his debut on Saturday, Ware led the Heat on Sunday with 26 points and 11 rebounds in a 102-86 win over the Sacramento Kings at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California. The 7-foot center made 12 of 21 attempts from the field but went 2-for-5 from the free throw line and missed both three-point attempts. He also added 3 assists and a block in over 29 minutes. "This game I really wanted to show my offensive side more," Ware said post-game. "I feel like the more I get comfortable, it's going to be way better than it was today." Miami's next Summer League game is scheduled for Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time against the Los Angeles Lakers on ESPN2 and ESPN+. Miami drafted Ware with the 15th overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft out of Indiana, where he played one season under coach Mike Woodson. As a Hoosier, Ware averaged 15.9 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks per game. "Kellel is a 3-and-D center," said Adam Simon, the Miami Heat vice president of basketball operations and assistant general manager. "It is not easy to find 7-footers that can play out on the perimeter offensively and also be able to defend with his ability to shot block and defend the post. For us, that was very appealing. He's going to give us versatility on both ends and his skill set fits us. The things he does well are things that Coach Spoelstra is going to be able to use. I think it's a great fit, be able to block shots, defend the rim, shoot threes, he's got a great touch in the post. I think his skill set will be great to play with Bam and as well as when Bam's off the court." Now Ware joins a roster headlined by All-NBA guard Jimmy Butler and All-Star center Bam Adebayo. The Heat went 46-36, finished 8th in the Eastern Conference and lost to the Boston Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. Ware will wear number 7 for the Heat. Ware inked a 4-year deal worth $22,512,733 million, with $9,542,760 guaranteed at signing, according to Spotrac. He is set to make $4,655,040 during his rookie season and $4,887,720 during his second season, both guaranteed. Entering Ware's third season in 2026-27, Miami has a club option worth $5,120,400. The Heat have another club option before Ware's fourth season 2027-28, which is worth $7,849,573. The club option deadline is October 31st both years. If Ware stays with the Heat for 4 seasons, he will become a restricted free agent ahead of the 2028-29 season. California Classic Day 2, Miami rebounds with a commanding win over Sacramento B team. On Day 2 of the 2024 California Classic, the Miami Heat rebounded from a tough opening loss to Golden State with a lopsided win of their own over the Sacramento B team. The result moves both teams to 1-1 in the exhibition series. Both teams played on the second day of a back-to-back after competing on Day 1 of the 2024 NBA Summer League on July 6. Sacramento entered the contest off the heels of a high-scoring win over the Los Angeles Lakers on opening day, but could not go 2-0 in their first 2 games. In a high-scoring affair from the Chase Center on July 7, the Miami Heat rebounded in the California Classic to prevent an 0-2 start with a 102-86 win over Sacramento's B team. After scoring just 66 points against Golden State the day before, the bounce-back effort was encouraging for the Miami prospects. After a rough debut, Miami's prized rookie Kellel Ware showed out against Sacramento to lead the team with 26 points and 11 rebounds. The former Hoosier added 3 assists and 1 block to complete his well-rounded box score. Cole Swider was second on the team with 21 points, including 5 three-pointers on 10 attempts. In a losing effort, Sacramento was driven by Jordan Ford with an efficient 22 points, shooting 8 for 13. Only 2 other players on the team reached double figures, with the team shooting just 42% from the field. Following a disappointing performance against the Warriors, number 15 overall pick Kellel Ware was much more encouraging on Sunday. Ware, who was profiled as an athletic center ahead of the draft, made 12 of his game-high 21 field goal attempts, including numerous eye-opening dunks. Showcasing his defensive skills in the opening contest, Ware noted post-game that he felt significantly more comfortable on offense on day 2. He received a slightly more favorable matchup against Golden State but, more importantly, displayed increased confidence and awareness in all aspects. Though has still yet to make a three-pointer, going 0-2 in his second game, Ware showed off an encouraging mid-range game, including at one point sinking a Dirk Nowitzki-esque one-legged fadeaway. Aside from the breakout showing from Kellel Ware, Miami collected another formidable performance from sharpshooter Cole Swider. After spending the 2023-2024 season on a two-way contract with the Heat, Swider has started off the California Classic going a combined 9 for 16, 56% from deep. As the lone bright spot of the team against Golden State, Swider led Miami with 17 points while making 4 of his 6 three-point attempts. Swider one-upped his strong outing with a better game against Sacramento, posting 21 points on 7 for 12 from the field and 5 for 10 from downtown. If there is a knock on his game thus far, Swider has left a lot to be desired defensively, but his shooting ability at his size has only boosted his profile as he vies for a roster spot in the fall. Miami Heat's DeMar DeRozan trade pursuit gets major update. The Miami Heat are still in the hunt for a big-name offseason signing. This could come in the form of Chicago Bulls star DeMar DeRozan, who also happens to be one of the few remaining free agents still available. The Heat, however, do not have much cap room available, which means that signing DeRozan as an unrestricted free agent could be out of the question. Getting their hands on the 6-time All-Star will likely require Miami to strike some sort of sign-and-trade deal with the Bulls, a notion that appears to be picking up steam of late. League insiders Jake Fisher and Dan Devine recently discussed the prospect of DeRozan taking his talents to South Beach. It was reported on the latest episode of the No Cap Room podcast that the Heat could be inclined to send Caleb Martin to Chicago in order to get the DeRozan deal done. Hat tip NBA Central on X, formerly Twitter. DeMar DeRozan is arguably the biggest piece still on the board. There's definitely been some talk of potential double sign and trade of him to Miami and Caleb Martin back to Chicago. I have not gotten that confirmed as a serious thing that's being discussed, but people in the league have definitely talked about it. Like DeRozan, Martin is also a free agent, and he too has failed to negotiate a new deal with his current team. According to the above report, Martin could emerge as the key piece in a potential trade deal between the Heat and the Bulls. In this scenario, Miami finally gets the big-name star they have been searching for, while DeRozan is also able to secure his future outside of Chicago. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of DeMar DeRozan? Leave your opinion in the comments.